Okay. Do we have any shaman changes? No,
fuck the shamans.
We do not. No, we do not have shaman changes. Okay, since warlock was the last one. Oh no, actually, we have warrior changes. We'll be going through those and then we'll go just upwards towards the Death Knight. Okay, so for warrior, avatar does not grant immunity to movement impairing effects, which means sort of a movement CC, slow and all that. But now it instantly breaks them if you're affected by them. And it does not grant more rage now while active, and the duration has been increased by 4 seconds, meaning it's now 24 seconds, up from 20 seconds. And the cooldown on Intimidating Shout, which is the fear, I believe, has been increased to 30 seconds, up from 60 seconds, so that's half a minute increase, which is actually quite drastic. What do you guys think of a just general nerf to warriors that we see right here?
I think it's a great idea because warriors are way too overpowered for the time being, to be honest. It's like you get like almost one-shotted by a motherfucking warrior, and I can't accept that. That's not okay. They have like this, if they're like arms.
Dragon's Rage or something.
Yeah, exactly. When they are armed and use their modal strike and some other ability, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Colossal Smash or something like that. You're gone. You're going to be gone, and you're going to feel bad about yourself. You'll go to bed crying every night because of the warriors. So be happy for the changes, bitches.
Oh god.
I just know how to fuck you up, guys.
One thing I forgot to say, that the silence that the Glyph of Gag Order grants you does not work versus players anymore.
I can't take
one
Gag
of my
Order.
Playing...
I just
no.
It's wrong. Gag Order. Welcome to the Gag Order.
Believe it or not, I had to read that a couple of times before we started recording to actually be able to keep a straight face. But one of my classmates is playing a warrior, and he says he's okay with the other changes, but this one change here, he says that will screw them over versus casters, because he says the only thing they have versus casters is this. So yeah, so now it's gone, and now they can't gag anymore, and so they can't beat casters. So I'm not sure whether or not that's a good idea. I don't have too much experience with warriors. My warrior's only level 61.
I have a lot of experience with warriors, especially when they kill me. That's about it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I know that, because like, the main two things about warriors right now that I've seen that's overpowered is like, if they're arms warriors, they have like 2 spells that both can crit like 100k. And I'm Shaman with a shield that reduces damage for like 50% plus my 40% resilience. Does he do like 300,000 damage crits then? Or is it just
the thing is their way of calculating percentages is really weird. So it's not actually that much of a damage reduction as you think it is. I can see that personally through haste, because I have a haste buff that grants me 100%. When that buff is up, I have over 100% haste, and I'm still only down on 1.43 attack speed. So their way of calculating percentages is just screwed over. I don't get it. Maybe like people who have been doing the math for World of Warcraft obviously understands it, both players and developers. But to me at least, it seems really fucked up. But we're probably just overlooking something here.
Definitely.
But I don't really, when I fight warriors, because I fought a lot of warriors in the arena today for my conquest points, and I don't really notice Glyph of Gag Order, because like the only issue I have with warriors when I fight them is a disarm, because I can't use Obliterate. So I don't really notice anything else. But have you guys noticed being screwed over by a warrior because he can silence you?
No.
Have you noticed that as an issue?
No.
Only with Shockwave, but that's only protective warriors, so no, not really.
The only issue I've seen is literally just they charge you if you knock them back. I'm a shaman. I'm an elemental shaman when I play PvP. So I have like this. I Thunderstorm. Many people will know that. But if I do that, they'll just charge me again. and fucking slaughter my face off with Dragon's Rage or whatever it's called. I was once seriously critted 120k by a fucking normal level 90 with almost the same amount of health that I have.
That's nice.
I was like, okay, how am I supposed to fight this? I literally, my best ability is Elemental Blast. When it crits on mobs, it does 100k damage, and it has like 20 seconds cooldown.
Yeah, but it's actually quite good because you get the haste buff though.
Yeah, but still, I can't use that if I'm dead.
Yes, you can.
So I think we can agree that through our experience, their silence is not an issue, and we don't. I guess we don't. None of us really see the reason why they take away that glyph, or that part of that effect from the glyph. Well, they're just overall an issue.
They nerfed the other part. Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on. We talked about the Warlock. Let's move on to Rogue. The Seal of Fate will now only be activated by melee combo point generating abilities. Shuriken Toss now deals double damage when used against targets further than 10 yards away. The cooldown of Blind has been reduced to 90 seconds, down from 3 minutes. That's very, very extreme. The energy cost of Burst of Speed Talent has been reduced to 50 energy, down from 60 energy, and Wound Poison now deals 33% more damage.
Why are we even talking about rogues? I haven't seen a rogue in, like, weeks now.
They're there. I fought one rogue, actually, in arena today.
The brawler skill.
I actually fought
one. Was he any dangerous?
Possible. He did actually hurt, but then... He did actually hurt, but then I got out of the start and I turned around. Bitch slapped him, he died. But I don't have much to say here, honestly, because I have never, like, Rogue is the class that I hate playing the most of all classes in the game. I have no clue what Seal of Fate is. I have no clue what Shuriken Toss is. Blind is obviously, I mean...
Makes you blind, obviously.
I would say that I'm blinded! I would say that I'm not a fan of the cooldown on it being reduced, because I've always hated rogues, like fighting them previously in PvP.
Yeah, because of the blind ability.
In previous expansions. Well, just overall their CC, but like when you see that they have a 3-minute cooldown, it's like it's just 1 CC. There's no point in that having 3 minutes cooldown. It's not that freaking effective.
True.
So
their blind is not that strong because if you hit them, it's like you go around blinded, and if you get hit by anything, just AoE, you'll get out of it. So it's not that.
But it's still piss annoying if you're
I'm
the only one there.
That's true. But overall, I'd say I'm okay with this. And the energy cost of burst speed has been reduced. I think that's also okay, because it's just a 10 energy change anyway. And then the wound poison dealing 33% more damage. I don't know about that. Do they use do they use wound poison in PvE or PvP?
That's PvP because it reduces healing done, I think. So increasing its damage is like useless. I don't know. It's just to give them the major buff in PvP they need right now, I think.
I'm kind of assuming their wound poison actually deals quite low damage because it also reduces healing then.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. I just know what the poison is for. But the thing is, if you wanna play a rogue in PvP, you're gonna do it for the healing reduction or the assassination of people.
Yeah.
The CC, the CC where you CC someone else and you kill this guy. But the thing is, if you can only CC one and the other one is a healer, you need the healing debuff, and if it doesn't do any damage, it's
then you're
useless.
fucked.
So I don't know. You're gonna be sad. You picked a rogue.
I don't know.
You'll be coming to the wrong neighborhood.
I don't really think there's a lot to talk about the rogues, to be honest, because I haven't, as I said, I haven't really seen any, and to be honest, I really think it's like
they've been completely replaced by monks.
Yeah, and it's a minor change to the rogues, so
you
guys who play rogues, reroll now. It's an order from your war chief.
Just reroll. Okay, so
I am the Lord of the Horde.
Obviously, for the priest section here, we're missing our priest. and I don't know much about healing priest, and that's where most of the changes are to these guys.
Here.
But
he's imaginary here. It's right here. He's just imaginary, our priest.
Alright. But from what I can see, generally their healing is being increased, and the Psychic Terror has the ability of the Scythe Fiend has been increased in cast time, which I see as irrelevant.
No. Cool. I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. But generally their healing is being increased, which like obviously our priests are doing a good job. I haven't seen priests in general how they're doing at higher level. But
you can look at our main healer, seriously.
Yeah. But like the thing with priests, from what I've heard and read so far, is that they're not very powerful healers in Miss Pandaria compared to all the other healers. It was the same with, like, Shaman was the weak healer in Cataclysm. Discipline Priest is the weak healer in early Miss Pandaria. So if that is true, then I don't see a reason why their healing should not be buffed. If they're as weak as people are saying that they are. So obviously, healing priests are going to be happy about this.
Get out of here!
Get out of my room! Motherfuckers!
That was awkward as fuck.
Random, I don't know. Random thing was just walking here and then going away.
So okay, let's move on and wrap this up.
We can't talk much about the priest. That's the issue. What can we talk about?
The Death Knight. Do they have any changes?
They do have some.
Then take those.
Okay. Do you guys? I just want to make sure. Like with Druid and Hunter, Mage, and Monks, as well as Paladins, do you guys have anything, like, do you know anything about that at all whatsoever that you could talk about?
No. I have only played on my Rogue and my Warrior. Yeah, other than my Shaman.
Okay.
So.
I got nothing. I only play like Paladin and Shaman and Warlock.
Then you know something about Paladin, don't you?
No.
You're gonna talk about the Paladin, dude.
No. Paladins, they have a great glyph, which make their Heartstone like go faster if you use Bubble. That's about it. It's great. Best ability ever.
Bubble,
that's cool.
I love that Blizzard actually made a glyph just for that. That's awesome. That's completely awesome if you ask me.
Yeah, kinda I hope it's a minior glyph. I hope it's a minior glyph.
I actually don't think it is.
Okay.
Otherwise it was like...
Okay. Death Knights. Alright, so damage received from players or player-controlled sources no longer counts towards the increased healing done by Death Strike, which is something I'm kind of sad about. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically you're going to heal less versus players than you currently are with Death Strike, and I do not like that change at all.
Right. Death Strike heals you from a percentage of the amount of diseases you have on them, doesn't it?
No, it has nothing to do with diseases. It has something to do with how much damage they take while you, like...
okay. Yeah. I didn't know, I just wanted to know.
So, one thing that they did not add here yet, but that I have seen in a video from veteran players that are all talking about their classes and what changes it will cause to PvP and PvE, the Death Knight is saying that the damage in Death Strike will be almost half, or cut in half, which is, I'm not a fan of that at all, because, I mean, I kind of feel like, especially when I'm doing PvE, if I'm low on health, I'm going to use my Death Strike to get health again. I feel a penalty for doing that, because I deal so much less damage with it. Obviously, I should not deal the same damage as Obliterate, but there's such a major freaking difference in damage there that it's just ridiculous, and it's becoming even bigger now, the difference, and I really feel a penalty when I'm trying to heal myself. That's an issue to me. So I'm kind of hoping they'll reverse that nerf again at some point. So yeah, and I've talked a bit with our hunter in our guild, Mr. Awesome, and he's basically saying that in general hunters are being nerfed, and he's not happy about it, but everyone else is, because Stampede is going to be nerfed, and that is OP. So 200's a bad change. 200's a bad change. To everyone else, just be happy, because it's great. Thumbs up here. I approve.
Everyone says that Stampede is overpowered. Whenever I fight a hunter and they use it, I just use like one totem, and the pets are like, how the fuck do I even walk?
Not everyone has AoE CC that is actually useful.
That's true. But then if the biggest problem is that the hunters pwn you because of Stampede, you just gotta have a class that does that.
Well, you can't always have a class like that. But regardless, mages are getting changes in PvP and PvE. Some abilities are getting buffed, some are getting nerfed. Their CC is being slightly buffed, I believe. Let's just check here. Deep freeze duration has been reduced.
Great.
Frost actually, their CC is actually being nerfed. Their CC is being nerfed.
That's good. I was tired of mages like using all of that shit. To be honest, I was getting tired of it.
Yeah.
It's like whenever you fight a mage, you turn blue constantly. You're just like,
exactly.
Fuck, do I even walk? You're slowing constantly. Now, if they change it enough, you're probably not the same amount. I'm not even sure. Of course, the Frost Mage is known for the fact that he has the CC. He's like the main CC in the game, other than Ropes, I'm not sure. But it's really annoying not to be a druid and then running around in practically just being blue. Your character turned blue and slowed. That's what's happened. It's happening whenever you're fighting a priest, mage. Whenever you're fighting a priest. I'm not even sure what I'm talking about. Oh my god.
No more.
Does that make any sense?
No more caffeine for you, my friend.
No, that's true.
Okay. Monks actually have loads of changes to them. But basically, I don't know what the mana cost of healing monks' abilities are, but they're all being increased by 10%. The energy cost of a lot of abilities are being reduced, and Stand with Fierce Tiger actually increased the monk's movement speed now, in addition to its other effects, which is something I think is quite cool, just because you can move around faster, you can level faster.
So
yeah.
you're practically saying that every healing spell as a Mistweaver monk is being more expensive?
Yeah, it's getting
all
increased,
those,
my friend.
Actually cost mana.
What? My big brother's he's playing a monk healer. Whenever we're in an instance a dungeon together, he's like, whenever I heal, when I go to like 100k mana or something, I start to think about more about how I use my mana, and I don't use anymore than my mana I have. Whenever he's in a dungeon and someone takes AoE damage, he goes from maximum mana to 0. It's like, no mana. You have no mana. And then he starts using Shooting Mist only. I don't know. It just seems stupid to me that they're increasing the cost.
I don't know. I'm gonna check it out because I'm gonna level a monk, which is gonna be a healer. So I'll get to see that definitely. Alright, but we're done with the class changes. Now I want to move on shortly to pet battles. One thing I just read here is that you're gonna be able to upgrade the quality of your pets, which is kind of weird because, you know, we all know a higher quality pet is more powerful than a lower quality pet. So what do you guys think of the ability to actually upgrade the quality of your pet and thereby making it more powerful? What do you guys think about that?
I like the idea because I haven't done a lot of pet battles, but I actually think it's a great thing for those who actually really think this.
Fuck you.
God dang. No, but I really think it's a great idea, to be honest, because there are a lot of people who actually thinks pet battle is more awesome than normal PvE and PvP content and only do pet battles. So I think it's a great idea that those people who actually like that more than normal PvE and PvP content actually get some sort of buff and some sort of increasement for what they love as well. Meaning that it's only not us PvEers and the PvPers and the pet battles now. So I actually think it's a great idea, to be honest. Let them have their fun. Let them catch battle pets, and let them use boxes to catch pet battle monsters, and
nailed it.
Yes. No, but I think it's awesome. I like this. I like this increasement in like their stats and buffs and all of that. The pet stones, or what the hell they're called.
Okay, so they've also, along with this, they've added a lot more areas made for pet battle, and that also brings up the question that you kind of just answered, Patrick. But I want to know your opinion as well, Jonas. Do you think, since pet battling is made to be casual content, do you think it's a good idea that Blizzard actually is spending time making changes and making the pet battle system cooler to pet battlers, or do you think it's just a waste of time to actually sort out that whatever there is sort out in pet battle because it's just casual content?
Well, the thing is that
What?
I don't know what. We have some technical issues apparently. Oh god, that face!
What the hell?
I don't know. Yeah, he got disconnected. Hello everyone. How are you doing? I'm widescreen now.
We've got technical issues, people.
So we'll be right back.
Many apologies.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Don't worry. We'll be right back.
Yeah.